Hey everyone, welcome back to another software development profile review. My name's David. I've been a software developer for way too long, about 20 years, and I've also ran international recruitment teams. I want to show you every mistake that developers make, and these are the reasons why you're not getting interviews, you're not getting the jobs you want, why people are overlooking you. I try to be as harsh as possible whilst being polite. Because I want to show you the reality of the game that's being played underneath by recruiters. So I look at your profile, show you what a recruiter sees. So without further ado, let's get started. Actually, before I do, if you would like a profile review, there is a link on my website here called Profile Review, and you click that and you book a time slot. Just be aware that there is a little bit of a queue, and I hope to get through all these people as quickly as possible. So yeah, let's talk about today's person. This is Joanna, and Joanna described herself as a Node and React full stack JavaScript developer. So let's get started. As you all know by now, my big bugbear is why waste this space for the banner image? We could have put a picture up there, included a few logos to say you do Node, you do React, maybe TypeScript, maybe Jest, maybe whatever. You could have listed the technologies. I like to limit it to 2 or 3 really, but you can be visually confirming I'm in the right place. If I'm looking for a full stack JavaScript developer, yep, this looks like the right sort of person. So I'd use that space. Profile picture looks great. Headline's great. I'd be wondering about the supplementary skills there that I just mentioned, things like TypeScript, things like testing. Do you have any AWS experience, that sort of thing? That can also help. I'm not saying you have to have them, I'm just wondering. And so headline looks good. And then I move down to the about section. I'm a JavaScript developer with a background in education and psychology who loves problem solving. Before pivoting, so it's not really doing much to stand out at this stage. I like, as the top skills, JavaScript, React, Redux. I think this highlights bit. This is actually where the real value is. I wish that was at the top. It's a nice description about you, but as I always say, recruiters are trying to filter you. They're trying to be as harsh as they can to get rid of as many people as possible, to get down to a manageable number where they will read in depth then. So you want to be in that section of that small cohort of people where they're actually going to read your profile. They're not going to read it if they don't see value. So put the value first. So I'd flip the order of that. I'd make this a bit more hard hitting. Tell me, what you can do, what you're learning now, and where I can find out more about you in terms of your proactivity. I'll come back to this featured section. I'm going to open that anyway, just so I've got more things to go at later. And your blogging as well. There's only one so far, but I'll take that. Okay, back to the profile. Activity, let's open that up just so we've got another thing to look at. Experience. Now this is your bootcamp. So as a recruiter, I'm going to discount it, but it's great that it's there. It means I can see what you were doing on the bootcamp. I'd almost like this broken down into more into bullet points. What did you learn? What did you build? What's next, sort of thing. At this stage, to get past the first filter, it's all about me being able to scan through this and pick up as much as I can as quickly as possible. So I prefer that to be broken down a little bit more. But I know this is a bootcamp, so I'd probably skip over it. Now I'm looking for proactivity. So come down to the posts. This doesn't help me. Wonderful time meeting up. Doesn't help me. You're on your journey to becoming. So it doesn't help me. There's nothing to add weight to this at this stage. So as a recruiter, I'm gone past there. The post, you're talking about the right topics. That's great. It's a shame that there's only one. Not sure if there's only one, so not adding a lot of weight to this at this point. So your portfolio, get down to here. So from here, could I get to anywhere? So I couldn't get to your personal website from here. I couldn't get to your GitHub. So you're hoping that I found this personal website from here, then I click through, and then I'd get to GitHub this way. And that's a big ask. But there's GitHub and Stack Overflow, so we're going to look at both of those. It tells me you do JavaScript front end and back end. Doesn't tell me that it's React. Doesn't tell me you do Redux. Doesn't tell me all those other supplementary skills we talked about earlier. So we're not making the message clear enough. I scroll down, I can see more about this. So why is this information having to scroll, to get to it? This should be hitting me in the face. So then here, I'm getting down to project. Look at all this. This is all your value. So what you were hoping was I find your LinkedIn profile, find a featured post, click on the featured post, open up your personal website, scroll down, and then start clicking through to find all this value. All of this value needs dragging back to LinkedIn. You need to make this far easier for me, the recruiter or employer or whoever's reading your profile, to get to. You're putting all the work on me at the minute. Again, all these skills. This is your value. This is what I'm hoping you're doing. And then when you say you can do all these things, where is the evidence to show me that you can do those things? Perhaps it's on GitHub. That's where we'll go to now. In fact, I'll go to Stack Overflow first. Not much on here. This doesn't help me, so I'm gone. So JavaScript developer doesn't tell me doing what. I like that the profile picture is the same. Pinned repos. But what's that one doing? I don't know. Here is a back end, but anything else? Any other technologies used in there? I don't know. Did you do testing? Did you do, what is it? I'm not sure. This, I know there's Redux involved, but not much. There's clearly a lot of work going on recently, but you're not doing enough to tell me exactly what's going on. So these descriptions need to be a lot better. So there's 24 repos in total. Maybe I'll go and have a look at those. Again, it's all in JavaScript. I know you're doing something, but I'd have to jump into an interview to ask you. I'd have to work out whether you like full stack, you want to do front end, back end. What tools are you using? Are you good at testing? What's your Git knowledge like? It's all up in the air. So I think there's a good proactive developer under here. We're just not making it clear enough. You're not documenting your journey, you're not dragging me in, you're not enticing me to offer you an interview. So this might be one of those situations where if you applied to jobs where there was fewer applicants, this might be enough. But if you're the type of person who's applying on LinkedIn or Indeed or the big job boards, you're going to come up against other people who are going to demonstrate their skills more clearly and concisely, and they're probably going to be bumped up the interview order before you. So at that stage you're going to struggle. I just don't think there's enough evidence here of the proactivity, and that's what counts when you're at the starting blocks. It's not about how good you are, it's about how proactive you are. I hope that helps. If you've got any questions, let me know. As always, if you like these reviews, if you want to see more of them, please like and subscribe, tell people about it, and don't forget there's a link on the website. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.